Sao Paulo is the #1 business hub in South America, and Brazil is the leading economic power. It's a domestic market of 190 million people, the 5th largest in the world. So it's not surprising that Germany's politicians and industry are becoming increasingly more focused on Brazil. Some 1,300 German companies are active here. For many, this is their most important overseas market. For example, Bosch. The world's largest car parts supplier has developed new fuel injection systems here, helping ethanol to make its breakthrough as an alternative car fuel in Brazil. A major success, but it's just a start.
There are lots of people here who don't own a car. Statistically, it's about 7 people per vehicle. There's definitely growth potential. We have expanded considerably in the last 5 years, almost double-digit growth.
But Latin America doesn't just consist of its largest nation, Brazil, of course. There are many countries and many opportunities. So far, only the occasional wind turbine can be seen on the continent's mountainous west coast. Its longest stretch is in Chile, where German experts are exploring the opportunities for wind energy in the region. The results are generating widespread interest, also among German companies.
In principle, almost the entire length of the country has good potential for wind power. The power that could be generated by wind turbines far exceeds Chile's actual electricity requirements.
Solar power is another important issue. The German companies Conergy and ERDM Solar have already invested in Brazil and Mexico respectively. But so far, there has been no major breakthrough.
I see major opportunities in this market, but it could take another 2 or 3 years. No one knows.
First the Soccer World Cup, then the Olympics in 2016. Brazil will have to invest billions in sports venues and transport routes in the next few years. The economic boom across much of the continent will mean new infrastructures. One company to profit from this is Germany's Hochtief. Here in Santiago de Chile, Hochtief has been commissioned by the government to build and operate toll motorways, but it works at its own risk. It's a long-term strategy which requires, above all, political stability.
We're not talking about building a tunnel or a hydroelectric power station. Their construction is completed after 3 years. This project has a 30-year license. We'll have to deal with 5, 6 or 7 governments before we can say, OK, we're finished now, and now we want our investment back.
Harvesting the wealth of raw materials in South America requires heavy machinery. This Chilean copper mine has machinery made by Siemens. This oversized washing machine is responsible for separating the metal from the rock, for instance. Kassel-based K&S took over South America's largest salt mine in order to profit from the boom in raw materials. And Brazil could become the region's largest oil exporter. After considerable offshore finds by the country's partially state-owned oil company, the Brazilian stock exchange surged.
It's not Frankfurt, it's not London, it's not New York. Sao Paulo is where we have seen the largest increase in share capital in economic history.
South America, a continent rich in potential and self-confidence.